What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So today I have a very special video. Finally, my Tesla wall connector has arrived in the mail. I have been waiting for a week for this. So in the meantime, I was supercharging at a Tesla supercharger destination. However, I haven't used the standard connector that goes into your wall, the typical outlet. This is very slow, so I really don't recommend it. It's kind of for those like emergency situations where if you absolutely needed it, it will do it. So you just plug it in through here. So this is what it looks like. It's a pretty much smaller version of the wall connector. And then all you have to do is just plug it in from the top. And then this will connect into a typical wall outlet. And the cable runs all the way along. And then this is where you pretty much plug in to the vehicle. It looks like this. And then to release it, you just press this button right here after it's done charging. And yeah, so it's all the typical Tesla supercharging cables. So this is pretty much one of those where if you really needed it, it can do the job for you. But like I said, it's very slow, probably around 4 to 7 miles per hour charging. So not the greatest. All right, and then you just take it out like that and then put it back in here. So it does come in this nice little bag, nice Velcro on the bottom so it doesn't, slip around in the trunk or the frunk. And so yeah, so that's what every Tesla comes with. This is the standard wall outlet. But however, if you want a faster charging for your home, this is the way to go. So this is the Tesla wall connector. This was about 635 Canadian. So with tax and everything and delivery, it came to 717. I ordered this about like last Thursday, so it just got in the mail today. And I'm just gonna do an unboxing for you guys and just see what's in the box. And then I won't be setting it up today. That will be for a later video. However, I just want to give you guys like a rundown of what's in the box, what it looks like and stuff like that. So this is the 18 feet cable. There is also a 8.5 feet cable. So depending on your garage size or your situation, you can plan accordingly. So looking at the box, this is it says Tesla wall connector here, and then on the back, nothing too crazy. It just says wall connector designed in California, and then a nice little Tesla logo on the bottom. Tesla wall connector on the side there. I'm not sure why this box is all scruffed up, but I guess during delivery that may have resulted in that. But this is what it looks like. Let's get right into it and unbox this thing. All right. Right, so once we open it, you're greeted by this massive tempered glass, white glass here, and it says at the top of the box, "Thank you for accelerating the world's transition to sustainable energy." This is a nice clean look, just similar to like an Apple product that you would receive, like a MacBook sort of. Cables are underneath it, so it looks really, really cool. So if I just lift this up, it's not that heavy. All right, so on the top of the box, there's nothing really there. This is all cardboard. So, okay, so just taking a look side by side, you can notice how big of a difference there is. So the one that comes standard with all models is really, really small compared to it, probably 1/4 of the size. So yeah, you're getting a lot more power out of this for your home. Average charging rate for this is 44 miles per hour or about 77 kilometers per hour of charging, which is, I believe, around 11.5 kilowatt hours. If we go ahead and lift this package from the bottom, so the cables are all tucked in on the bottom. I'm just trying to do that without ripping the box too much. Okay, just lift it from the front. Okay, so there we go. So there's this nice little cover there. And then before we get in there, a template of the circuit that runs along the walls and as well as on the inside. So this does obviously have to be installed by a qualified electrician. So you guys need to be aware of that and plan accordingly. And then this is, I believe, the quick start guide. So it just gives you a quick rundown of the things to be noted for and some of the things that you might need. Right. And then, so those two things out of the way, there's not much left. It is just the cable and the power circuit. So looking from the back, it is in this little, it's kind of plasticky on the sides. But the front is all nice and tempered glass, so it feels nice and premium to the hand. And then the cable obviously coils around the top like a garden hose. And then looking at the end of the cable, the one that goes into the vehicle, it is all taped up in this. So this is the standard one, and this is the wall connector. So not a whole lot of difference, just color difference. The shapes are the same as well. So typical connector there. And as far as thickness, the newer cable is a lot thicker compared to the standard one. So putting the standard one aside, it is taped up along the box here. This does connect to the wall like this, and then this will coil around it, and then depending on the size that you choose, go accordingly. Also, you want to put it in a spot on the wall where you're not putting too much strain on the cable. That way it doesn't, mess up the cable or anything like that. And yeah, so another thing that I wanted to mention was the process of charging up your vehicle. So I know a lot of people confuse supercharging versus home charging. So a lot of the things that you see outside, the superchargers are mostly made for, last minute emergencies or even for road trip purposes. But the ones that you use at home is your go-to, because you just leave it in overnight, and then once you wake up in the morning, you have a full charge. So that way at home it's a lot easier and more convenient. However, if you don't need this much power, you can opt for the one that already comes with the vehicle and just plug that into a regular outlet. If your typical range of daily driving looks like 50, maybe 40 kilometers, or maybe even 60, this is enough for you. But if you're driving more than, let's say, 80, 100, then this is the way to go, because every night if you plug it in, you'll be good to go, even for both of them. But this is the way to go, and this is the most convenient way. Yeah, for sure, this is a lot better than filling up gas. Just plug in your car like it's like a computer. It just charges up. Don't have to worry about gas. It's nice and sustainable. So you can install this inside and bring the cable outside if your car is outside in your driveway. This is pretty much capable of charging in the rain, snow, and stuff like that. So it is pretty much rugged in terms of build quality. However, the sides and the back are in this plastic, whereas the front is in a nice glass finish. But that, I guess, is for weight reduction as well as housing of the cable. So yeah, so this is what it looks like. Nothing too crazy, but definitely a big improvement from the standard cable that the car comes with. If you're not driving too much and you don't really care, then the standard one can do the job for you. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. I know it's kind of quick. There's not much really in the box other than the wall connector and the cable, but I will be getting this installed in a few days, so stay tuned for that. But for now, I just want to do a quick unboxing and show you guys what comes in the box, as well as compare to the standard Tesla cable. So yeah, and then also you just have these two little pamphlets here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you guys haven't already done so, please make sure to subscribe and turn your bell notifications on so you don't miss out on a new video. Anyways, until next time, peace.